Welcome back. This is a Fallout stream. Fallout 76. Haven't played in a while. Can't wait. To get into this again. I had so much fun last time. That was killer. I have a YouTube channel, so you can follow me up on there. Livewire now as well. And let's get into this. What the hell? Where's my camp? All my shit's gone? The fuck? This is where my camp was? What the hell? All my work is done. Gone. This is bullshit. My camp was right here. I had everything set up. Oh, I better do something here. I better join these dudes here. What's happening? No, I'm outside right now. So, how you guys doing? Good? I had to wait for 112 goddamn gig download. I tried to join on you, it won't let me. My fuck. My fucking camp is all taken up and gone. Camp. Well, it says they're on the map, but fuck, there's nothing here. No, I can fast travel to it, but all my shit's not here. Huh? I tried earlier. Wouldn't let me. There we go. Yeah, it was shitty. Shitty waiting. So I just went and played some Elden Ring for a bit. Wee 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 wee. 3 bucks, cuz? What are you playing on? PlayStation? Yeah. I thought it was free, this game. It looks like there's a vendor here or some shit, or somebody's camping here.
Wants order in the wasteland, and they have my vote. I'm gonna join up and take on the wasteland.
We're here to protect the people. They'll learn that in time.
To Beard. Salisbury.
grounds are looking splendid this year.
Gotta gear up.
I can't wait until dinner.
Who's fucking around in here?
Post-apocalyptic hellscape. By popular demand, this month's creative learning classes are on wilderness survival. Courses and crafting materials are now available.
Dirty old bag. Need your gauntlets. Dr. Claw. Inspector Gadget's gonna come and get you. Or maybe Inspector Gadget was Dr. Claw.
Prepare for danger. Prepare for adventure. Prepare for survival.
Please do not interfere with resort security patrols.
Nobody else. Yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
Do not attempt to.
Get away. There might be, you never know. Shoot who? Oh, well, no. I wouldn't shoot any of these guys. Pip, pip.
Target down. Sir.
Let's see here. You're Josiah at the mall. He's the Josiah of the mall. Punjabi suit. That's what I said. You're gonna go back to where? London?
Security incident detected. Filing. Report. Done. Violation of hotel policies may result in detention, removal, and/or death. Please refrain from theft,
What do you mean I look like a bum?
looting, assault, murder, or trampling the flowers.
What's wrong with my suit? Well then, I look good enough. I don't know. That's okay. Good job, who? Cool them all. Just run in.
Today's security status is red. Please take appropriate precautions. May I be of assistance? Please do not interfere with resort security patrols. Serve and protect.
Come in, dear. Come in. This is Orm. I'm afraid we've been picked rather clean. People suddenly see value in gold on silver again. Fancy that.
Over here.
Artisan's Corner has everything you need to make your next survival project a success. Artisan's Corner is the place for creative hands-on learning, and the Wilderness Survival Experience is our most popular.
I don't know, what does it do?
Guest security is our priority.
I'm just going through my shit.
Refrain from theft, looting, assault, murder, or trampling the flowers.
Where's the Pip-Boy? Pip doesn't come up. It's different now.
Violation of hotel policies may result in detention, removal, and/or death.
Huh. I don't know where you are. What's that gonna do now? Can't use it. No, I only gained 4 levels there. From last time. No, yeah, 4 levels.
I do miss our old clientele. Why, we were so busy my conversation module burned out every other day.
My body will blacken. Yep.
Life is an adventure.
Got lots of
Challenge.
legendary weapons.
adventure. Are you up to the challenge?
Due to reports of spinal contusions, robot chiropractic and massage services
to the White
are no
Spring
longer
Spa.
available.
Please take any of the spa suites in the back.
Welcome
To the White Spring Spa. Please take any of the spa suites in the back. Someone should be with you eventually. We offer a wide variety of hydrotherapy and aromatherapy treatments. Our highly trained massage therapists should be back shortly. Our signature sulfur baths will leave you feeling rejuvenated. Our signature sulfur baths will leave you feeling rejuvenated. Due to reports of spinal contusions, robot chiropractic and massage services are no longer available. We offer a wide variety of hydrotherapy and aromatherapy treatments. Our highly trained massage therapists should be back shortly.
Do you know Miss Evans? The governor's wife? She was one of our best clients. Such a charming woman. I do hope she's all right. I'm afraid I'm all booked up for the day. Pardon me, sir. I'm sorry, we don't accept walk-ins. I'm sorry, we don't accept walk-ins. I'm afraid I'm all booked up for the day.
Kill them all.
Gourmet ingredients require gourmet preparation. Today's security status is red. Please take appropriate precautions. Hoist the sails.
It's like Skyrim. Oh.
What can the captain...
If you spin the thing on the thing, put your... You can hear it.
All of our trophies were bagged by guests of the hotel.
Protect and serve.
Protect and serve.
A fine hat is always in style. Guest security is our priority.
Let me know if there's anything I can do.
Let me know if anything needs to be tidied up.
The White Spring is under our protection.
White Spring is under your protection.
Do try not to track blood on the carpet.
It's all over but the crying.
Welcome to the White Spring. All of our guest rooms and cottages are currently being refurbished. We are not accepting reservations at this time. We regret the inconvenience. Please enjoy the resort's shops and other amenities.
The Pip-Boy. You have your Pip-Boy, Brad? Yeah, man. Pip boy, you gotta be pipped. I'm gonna be all pipped. They don't show the little Pip boy thing anymore. You can tell it Pip Pip Bodily Bop.
Welcome to the White Spring. Deputy Acting Assistant Manager Stratton at your service. Do let me know if there's anything my staff or I can do to make your stay more enjoyable.
Overseer's log, Charleston Fire Department. Automation used to define life in West Virginia. Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remember.
If you see anything that requires attention, do let me know. Enjoy your stay.
Overseer's log, or should I say...
Responder Survivors Volunteer Program. Advanced training.
Always a pleasure to see a guest.
The hotel is not responsible for lost, damaged, stolen, or irradiated items.
Responder Survivors Volunteer Program. Advanced Training. Camping by Miguel Caldera. Robot Programmer Extraordinaire. Part 1. Finding the perfect camping location. Now that the world has changed, it's hard to stay safe. Used to be that camping was safe as house.
Good evening.
Times 3. What if we want times 4 though?
Pardon our dust.
How come? Oh, why you distracted them?
This is an active work site. Guests are advised to stand clear.
Everybody's on glue. Scrap everything.
Repairs will be completed shortly. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, you should be able to strap this piano to your back and take it. Yeah. Serious.
Good morning. The dining room is open for breakfast. Please.
If you're caught out and about with no place to go, the responders have an outpost in Flatwoods.
Help yourself to a table. Someone will be right over.
I heard there's a chess set around here if you ever want to play.
I think I heard a Protectron bark the other day. Am I going crazy?
Yep.
Check in with the medics if you're feeling under the weather.
Orlando is very charming, but to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why they're helping us. I wouldn't want to be Rucker. I never thought a single person could be spread so thin.
For this being a fucking storage room, they don't really have anything in here.
Aren't there more important things to worry about?
Done right. You gotta make sure you don't get shot, stabbed, rammed, or blown up. And then you still gotta do it yourself. Here to lend a hand, or 'cause you need a hand. Either way, the responders are here for you.
Always make sure to boil your water before you drink it.
Break it down.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame. I can't get at the back by myself.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh, and only a few rats.
work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
You want some shit paper, Brad? Well, there's shit paper right here.
Robot butlers? Is this a refuge or a palace?
Nothing for shit paper? Why not?
Talk the bark off a tree.
I love Esme's cooking. Oh, it's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
I think we can make this place home for a lot of people, yourself included.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work.
My friend, I hope you will stop by and join us for dinner sometime. Oh, me? Of course. What would you like to know? I spent so long just trying to survive all by myself. And then I heard about the White Spring opening its doors to refugees. I knew the responders here would have many
Found this
mouths to
chick,
feed,
Esme.
and I had missed cooking for other people oh so much. I figured it would be as good of a way as any to spend my time. Besides,
I don't know.
it's such a
I'm just
lovely
listening
place,
to
is
her
it not?
shit.
So luxurious. Life feels truly worth living again, now that I have a home and people to cook for.
Esme, I spent so long surviving.
Oh, well, I've loved cooking for as long as I can remember. My papa was an amazing chef in France, and together we would cook meals for Maman. Dinner time was our favorite time
Maman?
together. I had dreams of owning my own restaurant one day. But alas, that was not in the cards for me. However, I just so enjoy making food for everyone here at the refuge. I like to think that my meal bring a touch of humanity back into the world. Oh, my absolute favorite is bœuf bourguignon. My papa and I would always make it together on cold winter days. It
Gotta get
was my
Soltron?
heart and soul. Perhaps if one were to braise the venison in red wine before adding it to the stew. Of course! It is such a lovely place, is it not? Oh, Orlando? What a sweet person that one is. I love what they're doing here at the White Spring, allowing us all into their home. I feel so blessed to be welcomed here as the chef. I absolutely adore having more people to cook for. I've never met anyone quite like him. So very interesting, no? I am so glad that he helped lead all these people away from the pit. It sounds like such a terrible place to live. I hope that they can find some respite here at the refuge.
Oh, you think so?
No one here works harder than Rucker. If I didn't chase her down, I don't think she would ever eat. She's truly a wonderful person who devotes her time and energy to helping other people feel safe. Sure, whatever you'd like. Au revoir.
Bop, piddly, pid, pit, bodily.
Please have a seat. Someone will be with you shortly.
Must look at everything. Must take all. Must leave nothing.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh and only a few rats.
Considering all of the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky I'm here. I've never felt safer.
This bloodleaf aioli really elevates the Mirelurk meat.
Atom bomb, baby. Atom bomb. He said. No, Atom bomb, the wrestler. No, no, not him. Do you want her in your wigwam?
Enjoy your stay.
Buzzard took a monkey for a ride in the air, what? No use in diving. Buzzard told the monkey, "You're choking me." What? When? Well, when's that though? Need more caps. Gotta get all the caps. $40,000. Cool down, Papa. Don't you blow your top. Pip pip bottly bomb.
Maintenance is boring. I hope they've got a mission soon. Hey, what's up? Name's Lennox. What's it look like? This is the closest thing we've got to a hangar for this hot mama. If you need to go somewhere, I'm the one who's gonna take you. As long as Rucker clears it, of course. You got it, bud. And mechanic. You're looking at more than a decade of
Brad, should I kill
military
this Lennox?
experience in the sky. Hey, she might be a used model, but I got her running right. Probably only a 5, maybe 12% chance she'll
Nope,
drop out
she's
of the
just
sky. 20 tops.
chick that'll fly me around.
Sure thing, buddy, but make it snappy. I got
I
stuff
can
to
steal
do.
the helicopter, maybe.
Yep. I like to be up here to stay with
Why
her.
not?
It's been a long time since I had a working bird.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
want anybody messing with her.
Should be able
Hell
to steal it
yeah,
anyway.
I can. I was Air Force back in the day. Tankers, cargo. I'd fly anything. Through hell and fire, no problem. This vertebrate's an odd duck. Ain't a plane, ain't a chopper. But if you go up with me, just sit back and relax. Never lost my cargo once, human or otherwise. You'll be fine. One of the responders said they saw a spaceman the other day.
A spaceman the other
Little
day.
gray dude. Aliens, you know? Hell,
Aliens.
I saw crap above
Oh,
the clouds
fuck,
you'd
Grayson.
never believe, even before the war. Tic-tacs, cigars, discs, stuff that moved like nothing we had. No way we're alone. Believe it. You better believe it. I once spent 4 hours juking 20,000 kilos of cargo through the worst thunderstorm I've ever seen. Just all over the place, trying to steer around the worst turbulence.
You beat the shit out of him?
All around. Felt like I pissed off God herself. Yeah, no problem. Hasta luego.
Give me this fucking helicopter right now. Well, I'm over encumbered. That's fine. What's with all the closed goddamn doors here? Giant turtles. Turts. Turting around. Wonderful skids came by. Le pip.
aviation fuel, and fresh air. Now, come to admire the bird.
Jump, 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 jump it around, jump it around, jump, jump, jump. Well, let's see here. Ghost Riders in the sky. Take everything? I take everything. But that's just me. 30 to 40. All depends, I guess. On the person. Yep, pot them all off. $5 each.
It's funny what comes to mind at a time like this. When I was little, I used to come here with my grandfather. Every morning, we'd sit right here, have donuts, read the paper, just the two of us. Everything changes. They got rid of the donuts, and the staff, and the whole world. This spot is still here. Joyce did her best. They all did. Hope they make it out there. As for me, I'm going to stay right here.
I'm gonna stay right
one last
there, eh?
donut. Whatever happens, happens. Everything changes, but in the end, I can't imagine a place I'd rather be.
Hey, Sword. You wouldn't happen to be handy with an electrocompression spanner, would you? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you aren't. I invented the thing. Sorry to put you on the spot, kid. I'm Skippy Rorich. But you can call me Skip, Ro, Skippo, or whatever else you fancy. I'm here on behalf of the Union. We're a band of loose-knit freedom fighters from the pit up north.
Freedom fighters.
We're looking to get our home back from a group of raiders called the Fanatics. Hoping Appalachia has some help to offer in that. The pit is, well, it used to be Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now it's something else entirely, overrun by all manner and nasty. But it's our home, and we want to win it back, clean it up, and make it livable again. Oh, don't worry about that thing. Barely works anyway. Silly to bring it up. Oh, we're past the electro spanner. Consign it to the dustbin of history. I'm moving on to the hydrola spanner.
The
Much higher
hydrola
ceiling on
spanner.
that one.
Brad passed out or what?
Whoa, alrighty then. Fair enough, kid. Friend. Fair enough. I'll watch my tongue from
Sleeping.
now on. Not at all. Ask away. And I'll tell you everything you want to know. The Union is our grand experiment in human decency in the pit. All the people working together to rebuild a place that most say ain't worth rebuilding. We fight the fanatics, the ferals, and any other awful thing that stands to hold back progress in the Steel City. And there are a lot of those.
There is a lot of them.
Well, you know, we used to be a trade union before the war. A lot of us are holdovers from those days, old factory hands. Sticking together now like we did then. But we take all kinds, so long as they share the goal of winning back our foul city and making it fair again. That mix makes us a rowdy bunch. But it's also our secret sauce.
Rowdy
our
gang.
eclectic minds think of things our enemies wouldn't imagine. So we stay one step ahead or even an inch ahead, but that's enough to keep us in the game. Quite frankly, because the odds are stacked against us. We represent civilization in the pit. Most folks up there have put that by the wayside, given in to their animal instincts. We want our home back, but we can't do it alone. That's all there is to it.
That's it? That's all there's to it.
If the fanatics unite the pit, they'll start marching elsewhere. That's trouble for Appalachia. Trouble for you. If that ain't motivation enough, well, I'll make it worth your while. Don't you worry. War breeds innovation. If there's one thing we have, it's that. We can build you all manner of fighting gear. Guns, grenades, armor, you name it. It'll be yours if you give us your aid.
Oh, yeah?
I'm the Union's inventor, quartermaster, and coordinator.
He's the quartermaster.
I'm the brain guy. I use the know-how in this dome here of mine to help the kids in the field in any way I can. Sure thing. Can I? Of course. Will I? Also, of course. It's hell. What else can I say? What the bombs didn't level, the fanatics finished off. The air is choked with soot, the water is undrinkable, and the rads sear your skin like the sun of the Sahara. It's horrible, but it's home. No matter how bad it is or gets, we believe we can turn it around. That's what we're fighting for. Before the war? Well, it wasn't a paradise, but still a sight to behold. The Steel City, we called it. A center of industry, making anything you can imagine. When the war rolled around, we built weapons, munitions, vertibirds, power armor, robots. I suppose that's what made us a target, and left us what we are now. The fanatics are a bunch of sadists, is what they are. They bill themselves as a confederation and say they take all comers for who or what they are. That's nonsense, of course. Just an empty slogan used to sucker in more labor for the mills. All right, I'm game.
Oh, the fanatics, they
twist my arm, why don't you?
Just destroy everything.
Only been good at one thing in my life, and that's building things, so that's what I do. People call me our mad scientist. I built my fair share of oddities, but innovation takes risk. Parachutes sound crazy too, but they work. I'm lucky to have the time I have left after what I've been through. I'm not gonna waste it playing safe. Well, I'm a Pittsburgh man through and through. Daddy worked the steel mills hard, but I took it
Skinner's not doing too skinny.
for an armaments firm. This may surprise you, but I did everything by the book back then. Everything done to spec. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Life was stable, but boring as hell. I didn't really start living until after the bombs. They woke me up good. One good thing about making weapons of war for Uncle Sam is that they build those manufactories to last. The plant I worked in may as well have been a bunker, like one of those Vault-Tec vaults the Richies bought themselves. When the bombs came down, enough stood standing to keep us lucky few alive. What came after? The Rads, the Ferals, the Fanatics. That was a real test. Well, now that you mention it, I tested a new Brahmin milker the other day. Help out the farmers
A
around here,
Brahmin milker?
The problem is the cost. Maybe the fusion cell is overkill for the power source? Tired of hearing about me, eh? Oh, well, okay then. Why, naturally, I would be happy to share my wisdom with you. Oh, well, okay then. Anytime, my friend.
Skippy. Skippy. Can't even steal any of his shit.
That Skippy guy's a little crazy, but I can't help but like him.
No items. All of it? Which thing?
Hang in there, Hex. I won't let you die on me. Bombs destroyed Pittsburgh, and why? Because we were building bombs to destroy some other place.
Did you? You fell? I shouldn't fall in there then.
Wow, they've really gotten set up here.
Good evening, sir.
I heard there's a chess set around here if you ever want to play.
Now that that's settled,
Well,
did Miss Rucker have any
don't join the
advice I
responders
could
help
help
with
with?
something
They
for the
join and
clinic.
make a
Go on,
difference.
dear.
It's nice to
You
see
know I'm
people
thrilled
around
to
in a
help if I
responder's
can.
uniform
And
again.
Sophie's
Oh,
starting her
I
donation
see.
drive today.
Certainly. The lovely Miss Wagner's charitable efforts. Yes, I hadn't forgotten.
And Esme's got something going on in the kitchen she could use a hand with.
Well, I shall certainly see what I can do about
The work I do is
May I
extremely
interest you
rewarding.
in wine, beer, and/or spirits?
I suppose a nice refuge like this is worth more hungry
welcome
mouths.
to relate their problems if desired.
I need a vacation from everything.
With all these supplies, we could really do some good trading with the White Spring.
Why even bother helping people that can't help themselves?
Helping people is our chief mission. The cool uniforms are just a nice bonus. Can't believe we've got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
So this is a place that's bringing all these damn people to Appalachia.
I'm still getting used to sleeping with both eyes.
Tannen! Another scotch.
Ma'am. What about you, Liz? Have you made up
See
your
anyone
mind
struggling
yet?
out in Appalachia?
Oh,
Be sure to tell them
Bill's
about the White
keen
Spring.
on Charleston. We were social with the governor. I'm sure he'd make arrangements for us. Evans? That snake? He was always for sale. Not a terrible thing if you're the buyer.
Can you imagine? Parading into town like a troop of beggars. And Charleston, no less. It always was a slum. Now, with refugees swarming like flies...
Refugees wouldn't last one day.
No. The resorts are the better option. If the White Spring won't have us, we should try Pleasant Valley. Even Sunnytop. Sunnytop?
This place is a little too
Really?
pushy.
I'm not there for the skiing. Or the clientele. But I'd rather stay at a shoddy lodge than take my chances with whatever may be going on down in the valley.
Ma'am.
Just set it down, set it down. Now, let's finish this rubber. $1 a point.
Wonder if they have any chems laying around here.
Hungry? Ashley's always cooking something good up in the kitchen. Might want to swing by sometime.
I was out scavenging for food earlier. Only got attacked by Scorched once.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe and not somewhere...
So this is a place that's bringing all these damn people to Appalachia.
If you ever find yourself in a bind, you can always call on us.
Everything is too clean here. Time to dirty it up a little.
I think I heard a Protectron bark the other day. Am I going crazy?
I wonder if the sun burns just as bright.
Always make sure to boil your water before you drink it.
Well, hello there, stranger. Sophie Wagner, pleased to meet you. Why, this is the Refuge. Headquarters of the Responders. These ones, anyway. I hear some other folks might be using the name too. But these are the ones I know about. And joined. And work for. You get it. So, these are the Responders as far as I'm concerned. Oh, sorry. I get you now. Well, right now, I'm just getting things in order to take in donations. The Refuge always needs more stuff. You know, food, clothes, whatnot. Stuff people need. Hoping folks will want to help out. Rucker says you can't just have people dumping things any old place, so I'm getting organized first. Rucker likes things organized. Well, what the heck? I've got time to take a little break. Shoot. You're gonna have to narrow it.
I was out scavenging for food earlier.
Take care of people, silly. Lots of folks out there ain't got enough to eat or a place to sleep or are sick. It's rough out there, you know that. Here at the Refuge, they can get some of what they're missing. Rucker's making sure of it. We're making sure of it.
I bet power armor training's tough.
Maybe so. Doesn't mean it's not worth trying. You're looking at it all wrong, though. You don't try to save everyone, you save individuals. Help enough people, and there's more people to help out others. You build trust, you build compassion, and you build community. That's what sees us all through this.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut.
Take care of people.
It's a shame.
Oh, hey there. Nice.
Can't get at the back
How personal are we talking? Who, me? Oh, I'm not that interesting. Came here from Kentucky. Wanted to see more of the world. I had a pretty happy childhood. We had a whole commune. All the kids raised together, so I had like 24 siblings and lots of parents. Got here, heard about the responders, and thought, that's for me. It's like my mom's always said. When everybody pitches in, there's nothing we can't do together. Oh yeah, out in the woods, pretty remote. Whole bunch of us. Great place to grow up. They said it was set up before the bombs by some folks who refused to fight in the war. Conscientious objectors, you know. People thought they were communists, so they decided to get away from it all and build something for themselves. Collective parenting. Instead of like individual families, everybody treated the community as one big family. So the adults were all parents to all the kids, you know? I had lots of dads and moms, and every kid there was my sibling. It was a very loving environment, and we were happy. It wasn't until I left that I found out that wasn't normal. True story. The way y'all do it seems pretty weird to me. No problem. What do you want to talk about? You know where to find me.
There's times you gotta accept the cards you were dealt and learn to make the best of it. I can't wait until dinner.
Just a little longer, Ellison. Valdez will see everything you have to offer. You'll see. You ever wonder where Giuseppe gets all his curios from?
Ain't gonna happen inside this refuge.
Hope all the folks at the commune are doing well.
Allison's a good kid. But that Brotherhood gig of his isn't going to make him any money.
Well, hello. Do you like Nuka-Cola? Don't be silly. Of course you do.
Ah, a customer. Here to peruse or buy? Either way, prepare your eyes for a feast of the senses, huh? A spectacle like no other. Oh, I got a bit carried away, didn't I? Forgot to properly introduce myself. Giuseppe della Ripa, at your service. Tradesman and curio collector. Welcome to Giuseppe's Curios. Buy, sell, trade, and count. I'm a collector of oddities and eccentricities, and I sell those eccentricities for the right price. Perhaps I might have something to your liking. Oh, I've called many places home. Clarksburg, New York, now Appalachia again. But none ring truer in my heart than the homeland. Italia!
Looking for something different? We have regional
I believe in your language it is simply Italy. I was born there. I remember very little of it. There's still a connection. I think there's something that binds you to where your ancestors are from. It may not make sense if you've been raised in a place your family has always had roots in. Don't mind me. I'm just rambling at this point. What makes it worse is knowing I can never go back. That, and not knowing what Italy's fate was after the bombs. Who knows what it looks like now?
Try Nuka Sherry, grape, or orange.
You walk past and see a sparkle at the edge of your vision. Maybe it's a dusty mirror or a long-forgotten urn. A decades-old music box. That's a curio. Fame and fortune. Or maybe just fortune. Perhaps neither. It's easier to earn money than to search for what you're really looking for.
Regional flavors you won't find this side of Nuka World.
Let's just say I'm looking for some things I've lost that may be found again. I don't know if I can find them definitively, but it is worth the risk. I have books upon books of riddles. They keep a man entertained. Besides, it's a good conversation starter. You have only ever seen me in the distance, never up close. Look in any direction, and I will be there. What am I?
Grape or orange?
Nice try, but that's incorrect. Do come back.
Early release bottles of the newest cola
Need any
sensation,
help carrying all
Nuka-Cola
those
Quantum.
tabs? Ever been to Clarksburg? Why would you ever need to go when
Nothing
you got
cleans the
everything
gears
you
like an
need
ice-cold
at
Nuka-Cola.
Giuseppe's Curios?
Looking for something different? We have regional flavors you
Oh,
won't
here's Bubbles
find
the
this
robot.
side of Nuka
My
World.
friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responder sounded like too much work. Wonder what they're doing.
Exclusive to the White Spring, early release bottles of the newest cola sensation,
love Esmond.
Nuka-Cola
It's
Quantum.
been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Nothing cleans the gears like an ice-cold Nuka-Cola. Looking for something different? We have regional flavors you won't find this side of Nuka World. Feeling fruity? Try Nuka Sherry, grape, or orange.
these days get so
Exclusive to the
long.
White Spring, early
I
release
forget
bottles
why I
of
came
the
here in the
newest
first
cola
place.
sensation, Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Take everything. Take it all. Yep.
I could really use a day off. But
As long as I
this
stay
shop
inside,
won't
that's what
run
I
itself. Try not to track all of that dirt into my shop. Eh? I already near broke my back trying to wash up the fallout.
Try Nuka Cherry, Grape, or Orange.
Have you ever read a book so much its pages fade?
Nothing cleans the gears like an ice-cold Nuka-Cola.
I think I'll go crazy
There's
when I
no
lose the
problem
answers
too
to my
big to
riddle.
solve.
One of the other initiates said I reek of desperation. I don't smell anything.
My curios are not junk.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh, and only a few rats.
I spend all day outside trying not to get shot at. Sometimes I miss how simple life was on the farm.
Don't bother talking to that person from Crater. Nasty bunch, aren't they?
Need anything?
Orlando is very charming. But to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why they're helping us. The work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
You'd think with all that tinkering Skippy does that he'd have come up with something more medicinal.
Did Giuseppe overcharge me for that hairbrush? No, 50 caps is reasonable. Right?
Now, isn't this a nice vacation, Jeremiah?
Trying to get through another day. Only 12 more hours.
These refugees wouldn't last one day in Crater.
Honestly, the presence of custodial robots does not excuse tracking my... Oh, well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment. I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you'll pardon me for just one moment.
That will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker.
If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf. Ah, perhaps you have not heard. The White Spring is now home to the refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The refuge is being run by the responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them. What a wonderful thing for you to ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you. As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pit now, who seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for. Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. Their contacts in the Pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause.
The White Springs decor is refined and decadent. Don't listen to any naysayers.
Oh, you're terribly brave, aren't you, dear? Imagine if we all had such courage. Now, darling, before anybody bundles you off, the first thing you should do is introduce yourself to some of the responders. I just so happen to know a few in need of more local assistance, and helping them will earn you the other thing you'll need. That other thing being, of course, their trust. The vertibird does belong to them, after all. Our lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear. And Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded.
But I can't help but like them.
Wonderful, my dear. I'm certain you will be a tremendous help to them and the refuge. When you are finished with each of them, I recommend you speak with Mr. Skippy Rorich, the Pit Union representative. I imagine he'll want to discuss the situation in the Pit with you before you embark. Do feel free to visit me at your leisure if you wish to chat. I have an office in the management wing. You can't miss it. Always a pleasure when you come to visit. How can the White Spring help you today? There is very little I'm permitted to speak about, but ask away, dear. My dear, nothing would bring me more joy than to answer your questions. Your suspicions wound me. However, my employer values their privacy as highly as they value the fine work the responders are doing here. Suffice it to say, they are the owners of the White Spring, as I believe I've mentioned. I am at your disposal. Me, dear? Would you really want to dispel all the mystery? What is it you wish to know? Do I have an admirer? Flattery will get you everywhere, darling. That being said, there is little to tell, really. I am the White Spring Management's liaison to the Responders' Refuge. It's a role I quite enjoy. It pleases me when I can be of service to others. I don't mean to be coy, dear. My work is my life, as they say. It fills my time and fulfills me. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Besides, don't you find a bit of mystery all the more compelling? If I bared my soul and told you everything, I'm sure you'd be terribly bored. If I remain an enigma, it might keep you coming back for more of these lovely chats.
I think I heard a Protectron bark.
I can't imagine there's anything of interest to you there, dear. But you may ask. Oh, here and there, darling. I've been to lots of places before the management asked me to take over here. If you want to imagine a thrilling and intriguing story about my past, don't let me stop you, please. Can't wait for my tell-all autobiography. I can't blame you. Who knows when I'll find the time to write it? How about just a little dark secret of mine to tide you over? I'm not from anywhere interesting, actually. Nothing remarkable about my origins at all. Disappointing, isn't it, dear? That's why I usually let people imagine their own version of things. Keeps them interested. Working after a fashion. You must understand, dear, the management cannot travel as freely as most people can. In their stead, I have wandered far and wide, seeing to their interests and being their eyes and ears, hands too, as necessary. It had its good moments. I enjoy meeting new people, and much of the countryside is still beautiful, despite everything. But to be honest, my darling, it was a relief to come here to do this. It's been too long since I could remain in one place for a while. Promise me you won't get bored if I become a homebody. I'm getting used to a soft bed and clean clothes. Not at all, dear. I'm afraid you may wish to ask the lovely Rucker those questions, darling, but I shall do my best. A wonderful idea, of course. It can be a beacon of hope for the unfortunates of Appalachia. And as I believe I mentioned, darling, the management are very positive on the effort and give it their full support. Actually, no, they didn't. That's no fault of theirs, darling. Nobody could have known the owners were still involved. Management has monitored the property, of course, and there have been scavengers before, but the robotic staff sufficed. Once aware the responders were establishing a permanent presence, management sent me to bestow their blessing and be their liaison. I am ready as ever to accommodate. I'll be delighted to explain what I can.
The office.
Oh, a bit of this, a bit of that, whatever they require. As you might imagine, the state of things prevents them from much
I gotta
travel.
collect these 7
I
fucking
go where
things
they
here.
need me to go and see to what affairs they see fit. In this case, the White Spring itself and the refuge.
I
Think
got
of me as a
4 more of them.
concierge, my dear. I'm here to improve your experience in whatever way you require. My role as liaison is to facilitate the needs of the responders and our guests and speak for the interests of management. That sounds terribly formal, I know, but in practical terms, it means I do what I can to keep the White Spring livable and support the refuge. I oversee the robotic staff to attend to the former, and in the latter case, I arrange for the disbursement of resources from management. Food, medicine, materials. Management has considerable resources, which they are happy to donate. I handle those arrangements. Now, darling, you can't imagine I would tell you a thing like that. A less trusting soul might think you were pumping me for information in the hopes of planning a heist. Of course, I know that's not why you ask, but you understand why I have to be rather secretive on this subject, don't you? Let's just say management wisely invested its wealth when such things mattered, and are now well equipped to be generous. Of course, darling, whatever you like. Certainly. What do you require? But of course, the White Spring is home to a number of robotic merchants in the concourse downstairs. However, if you prefer a human touch with your shopping experience, may I recommend you speak with Giuseppe, a charming man with a discerning eye. I have no doubt you shall get along famously, dear. I believe the responders have commandeered the kitchens to provide for those deprived souls coming to the refuge. However, the White Springs robotic waitstaff can no doubt provide you with light libations in the dining area. You may wish to head downstairs to the merchant concourse and visit Marie and Antoine to sate your hunger. Regrettably, the White Spring itself is not equipped to provide full medical care at this time. I do apologize, darling. And the refuge clinic is reserved for the poor indigents arriving at its doors in dire straits.
Holy shit,
If
this
your
fucking
needs
Orlando
are less immediate and
has
severe,
a million fucking
may I
words.
suggest a visit to the chemists in the downstairs concourse?
Orlando?
Doc Stanley has a variety of medicines available appropriate for personal use.
This place is a little too cushy.
Not at all, my dear.
I wish they'd tell us what all of those construction workers are up to. Look at what a mess they're making.
Carpet was a pretty bold choice. No.
I hope we get some Deathclaw meat soon. Its tenderness is magnifique. Bonjour! My name is Esmer. We've had some I thought I've started a pot. How wonderful! The stew requires... Your job is... Super! Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning. Remember to continuously stir during the cooking process. Fantastique! Let's get the first of the ingredients and prepare them. You're looking for carrots, potatoes, and the pièce de résistance, the venison.
Good evening. Our late night fare is still available. Please have a seat.
The work I do is extremely rewarding. But boy, is it tiring.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work. I wonder what they're doing now.
No mouth in Appalachia will go hungry with Chef
Sorry, I'm
Esme
not in this
around.
conversation. Ellison talked my ear off.
My friend, I hope you will stop by and join us.
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I died and gone to heaven. Or hell.
Me and Orlando are about to have some words. Go on and get your management to keep the place clean if you don't like the way I do it.
I was out scavenging for food earlier, only got attacked by Scorch once.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important
We
things
could
to
always
talk
use
about?
an extra hand around here. Orlando is very charming. But to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why they're
I think
helping
I heard
us.
a Protectron bark the other day. Am I going crazy?
It is so wonderful having people to cook for again.
If you're caught out and about with no place to go, the responders have an outpost in Flatwoods.
Folks don't join the responders for caps. They join to make a difference. We could always use an extra hand around here.
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
Mon chéri. Oh, me? Oh no, the stew has burned. Do not be. Here is your stew. Something is better than nothing. Yes? Hopefully. I hope the stew you made is well received. Please do.
There's no problem too big to solve.
Sorry, I'm not much for conversation. Ellison talked my ear off. I can't wait until dinner.
Always something that needs doing. Well, seems like timing is one of your strong suits. Look, I can stitch up a gash with the best of them. But Appalachia, well, she can do a lot worse than cut us open. Got a lot of folks here with sickness we don't understand, and injuries we don't know how to treat. What we need more than anything is know-how. So I propose we trade. What I got that I don't need, for what you need that you don't got. I've heard you're looking ahead into the pit, and the only safe way out of Appalachia is that metal bird Lennox has perched up on the roof. She don't fly
Metal
without
bird.
my approval, and right now, you ain't got it. So, that's the deal.
Yep.
You bring back medical information that'll help me figure out how to help these folks. And I'll okay your little expedition. Hope you don't mind a trip over to Cranberry Bog. So talk to me. You in?
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
Nice. Well, let's get to it then. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you. Good luck out there. Oof, don't need a Geiger counter when you're glowing like a Christmas tree.
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you look out the window.
You'd think with all that tinkering Skippy does that he'd come up with something more medicinal.
I could really use a drink. But Rucker wants us sober on the job.
The work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
For what?
You have anything to do with this place? We got a bunch of people coming into Crater, trying to eat all our food. Food? You call this food? This shit is inedible.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. The responders sounded like too much work. Wonder what they're doing now.
Happy thoughts.
Hey, you're back. Rucker's put me in charge of running a bit of a donation drive. Have you met Rucker? She's amazing, you should. Anyway, it might surprise you to know an operation like this is always churning through supplies. We work hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the refuge running. Let me check my notes. Rucker's been in a tizzy because we just don't have enough wood to keep up. It'd be a big help if you could donate maybe 50 pieces of scrap. One less thing on Rucker's mind, you know.
It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Well, trees. Lots of fallen trees around. And anything made of wood, really. If it's even partly made of wood, you can scrap it.
Damn, that blood bug sting was nasty. Wonder what it was like pre-war when it was tiny.
Yeah. The warm glow of providing aid to your fellow person. The joy of supporting a noble and worthwhile cause. Isn't that great? Okay. If that's not enough for you, Rucker's given the okay to dole out a little of some supplies we've got plenty of. I got a feeling you might be helping out there. So I bet you'll find a use for these. That's okay. Who just carries that around in their pockets or whatever, right? I'll be here all day, though. If you want to come back, bring it by later. If you can, of course. You know where to find me. It'd really make my day if you did.
Appalachia's supposed to be the safest place around. But I've heard of the monsters that lurk in the woods here, and I'm not so sure about that.
Who am I kidding? I've been doing this all decade.
You look a bit sickly. There's a poultice my
No.
mama taught me how to make.
I'm doing quests.
These robots sure make my job easier.
If you need a bed for the night, I'm sure Orlando could find a place.
I don't know whatever that is. I'm just doing whatever's in
There's
here.
no problem too big to solve.
Oh, my balls
I don't know
are
how.
aching. Must be a red storm on the way.
Robot butlers? Is this a refuge or a palace?
The water here is a little...
Please
believe we've
see
got a vertebra.
yourself.
That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
Can't believe we've got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
I wouldn't want to be Rucker. I never thought a single person could be spread so thin.
Considering all of the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky I'm here. I've never felt safer.
With all these supplies.
We aim to provide a safe and clean environment for all our
I was out
guests.
scavenging for food earlier. Only got attacked by Scorch once.
If he would put as much work into the refuge as he does into the Brotherhood, we'd have utterly destroyed the fanatics by now.
Takes a lot of chems to get thrown out of the Neapolitan, but we were riding the line. My confidant and I made the trip to cover the Showman's Games, a world-renowned exercise in high-stakes barbarism. Few in the entertainment world could match. Instead, we spent most of our time getting hopped up on Daddy-O and chugging bourbon in the casino bar. It seemed a logical course of action. The games were notoriously deadly even for bystanders. Liquid courage and a head full of hallucinogens were the obvious defense. What we didn't count on was was the devil's blood. We'd never heard of this stuff, and for good reason. It's an AC specialty. We weren't supposed to have it. It wasn't meant for us, but for the real high rollers. The people who, even in a world ravaged by pestilence and war, still managed to come out on top. But we found a way. The exclusivity made it all the sweeter. Not because we aspired to that lifestyle. Quite the opposite. We wanted to soil the royal concoction inside our mangy, flea-ridden hides.
So fresh, and only a few rats.
There's a lot of supplies here that look ripe for the picking.
I suppose a nice refuge like this is worth more hungry mouths.
Wonder if they have any chems laying around here.
The work I do is extremely rewarding. Boy, is it tiring.
Any idea where Orlando gets their clothes? I swear I could do with a wardrobe upgrade.
Can't believe we've got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
We're lucky these responders will have us. I won't do them the disservice of asking why.
There's times you've gotta accept the cards you were dealt. Learn to make the best of it.
Repairs will be completed shortly. Thank you for your patience.
All right. Settle down. I know the last few weeks have been a shock. We all hoped we could stay here forever. But when you stop and think about it, we've been blessed. So many people have had it so much worse. For the past year, the White Spring has been our home. A shelter from the storm just outside the gates. It's time for us to face that storm. But we're ready. Ready like none of us was on that day. We've had time to plan, to prepare, to stock up, to find friends to share the road ahead. The White Spring bought us that time. Let's make the most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, one last toast to the White Spring.
This is an active work site. Guests are advised to stand clear. Pardon our dust. Repairs will be completed shortly. Thank you for your patience.
Still need 20 more pieces. Wood.
Today's security status is red. Please take appropriate precautions.
Yeah, for inside this fucking place.
Sir?
Know if there's anything I can do for you.
let me know if anything needs to be tidied up. There's so much to see around here, it can be a bit overwhelming. Would you like some suggestions? Are you looking for things to do?
No, I got plenty of shit to do. I'm not looking for anything to do. Where's all your wooden shit?
Are you a smoker? Would you like a cigarette? Cigar?
Oh, get out of my face with that. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Guest security is our priority. Alright, take it easy. You too. Do you know what you're doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, it's like any game though. You just gotta grab everything and make shit. It's basically the thing of any kind of RPG. Mm. What's that? Me, pretty quick, yeah. Little man probably be up pretty early today. What the fuck? I went inside of a bus and fucking it exploded. Now I gotta get my shit, or what the fuck? That was garbage. Only got 2 minutes to get my shit. Come on, load.
Security operation in progress.
So is my shit gonna be on that bus then? Yeah. Does this fucking thing blow up again or no? That'd be fucked if it happened all the time, eh? I'm just went outside the thing there. Disconnected from server shit. Yeah. Score rank. I'm rank 2 in score rank. Okay.